Ladies and gentlemen, the Kiefer oak. If you don't know what that is, it's one of the largest oak trees on the East Coast. And it is pretty big.
Kiefer oak. Got cows there and the Kiefer oak. Pretty cool, huh? Here we are, everyone, at Bruiser Knob Cairns. I know right now you can't really see them too well, but there's all these rock piles here covered in greenery, so they're a little tough to see. But they're scattered all throughout here. And these little clumps of trees, just rock piles. AKA cairns. Yeah, they're all over the place up here. Oh wow, look at this one on the right. How's that for a rock pile?
Pretty serious, huh?
Yeah. So here we are, everyone, yet again, still hiking today. We made it through the, what was it, something, Bruised Knob Cairns? I can't remember. We had to do like a 0.6 mile straight down.
Here.
Oh. No, he's still there. So we had to walk while we were looking at this deer. I'll let you know. Hello, deer. We had to walk 0.6 down to get some water, 0.6 back up, a ridiculously steep grade. Now we're heading the last 8 miles or so to our campsite. Just chilling. Like this deer. Just chilling. Hey, deer. Hey, deer. Completely unbothered, not even looking back this way. Got one ear poked back, but that's enough. Like how I can hear you. I'm good enough. Okay, dear, we're gonna move on now. You're good. It's like, okay, I'm gonna move on too. So, as I was saying, here we are, hiking this beautiful ridge line. You're gonna see the Dragon's Tooth. That's an iconic site on the AT. We're gonna one of the Virginia Triple Crown sites. Here in the next day or two, we're gonna hit all 3 of the Triple Crown. The Dragon's Tooth, McAfee Knob, and Tanker Cliffs. Coming up in the next video or 2, or 3, or whenever, but soon. But just another beautiful day out here on the AT. Loving life, loving my wife. Just amazing, amazing times. Wish you guys were here with us. Well, if you're watching this video, you are here with us, in spirit at least. But enjoy. We sure are. And hopefully you are as well. Look at this. This tree grew up underneath the rock. The rock obviously had other plans, but the tree said, nope. I'm just gonna tip you right up on end. You can't hold me down. Big old tree. Sorry, rocks. Can't lay flat today because the tree said so. Not today. Hey, so thought I'd take this opportunity while walking through these beautiful woods here to just talk a little bit. The last few days of video, you're going to notice there wasn't a whole lot of talking going on. There was a whole lot of thinking going on, and a whole lot of not even video going on the last few days. And the reason for that is, as some of you know, some of you don't, last Sunday, today is, I think, what, Monday, so a week ago yesterday, we were camping. We found a beautiful site. It was a beautiful day. The day after, we did the cakewalk marathon from Bear Garden Hostel, which was amazing, by the way. The weather was perfect that following day. We hiked down. Around lunchtime, we hit some trail magic at Brushy Mountain Outpost area. The outpost was closed because it was a Sunday and there was a gentleman there. Oh, I know his name, but it's not coming to me right now. Wobbly, yes, Wobbly. If you happen to be watching this, I doubt it, but just in case. Shout out to Wobbly. Your trail magic was amazing. Thank you so much, sir. But we had this amazing trail magic, so amazing that we were there. We ate some hot dogs and stuff, and then Mctwistyflop jokingly said, "Hey, we need to go to town. Can we borrow your truck?" And he looks at us, not knowing us, perfect stranger. He's like, "Yeah, the keys are in the truck. Have fun." And we're like, "What? You got to be joking. You don't know us." And he's like, "You're hikers. I can tell you're good peeps." So yeah, the keys are in the truck. Enjoy. So we did. We jumped in his truck, a Nissan Frontier, brand new Nissan Frontier, which was beautiful, nice truck, thank you. And we drove down to town, got our little resupply, got us an icy at the Circle K, drove back out to our Trail Magic, dropped off his truck, and sat there for a little bit, had a good time. And then when it was time to hike out, we hiked out. And we had heard there was chance of rain, but here on the AT, every day is a chance of rain, usually around 30-40% at most, but there's always a chance. So anyway, as I was saying, we had an amazing time with Wobbly and his trail magic. So we started hiking out. We hiked to a road crossing, and we had a little road walked across the freeway, and then there was this road that led to a parking lot that led to a campsite where you get back on the actual, well, it's all AT obviously, but on the trail again, out in the woods. And it was kind of early in the day. It was probably about 4 o'clock or so. And we knew that there was a chance of a sprinkle, but the sky looked just like today, as you can see. It's kind of gray, but still very bright. It's not gray like storm cloud gray. It's just a nice white puffy gray, you know, like mist or fog or what have you. But the forecast said chance of rain, possible wind gusts, whatever, at least from what we knew. So we decided to stop early. It was about 4 o'clock. We set up camp. Perfectly calm, beautiful day. The weather was, you couldn't ask for a better day. We got our campfire lit. It was burning beautifully, which we should know not to light campfires on the AT, because without fail, every time we light a campfire on the AT, it rains. Without fail. So we've learned our lesson, and we don't light campfires anymore, and we've been relatively dry ever since. But I digress back to my original story. We lit this campfire. We're sitting around just having a good time. And next thing you know, the wind starts blowing. And I mean, when I say wind blowing, I don't mean like 5 to 10 mile an hour breeze. I'm talking about, you saw the video. The wind starts whipping and howling, and the trees start moving like blades of grass. Debris starts flying everywhere. Trees start tipping over. And it immediately went from, oh, this is cool, let's videotape it, to, oh my gosh, we genuinely feared for our lives. So we tried to go back to our tents. We jumped in the tents. As soon as we got in the tents, heard things crashing around us and realized that is not a safe option. So we jumped out of our tents in the downpouring rain and screaming wind and trees falling all around us. Ran to a parking lot, ducked behind a pickup truck that happened to be parked there. And waited. And we waited, and Mctwistyflop saw a local person driving down this road. Trees were tipped over on the road. They had this newer Dodge pickup, Cummins. Really nice truck. Waved it down, and the people inside were the most amazing people. We let them know, hey, we've got to get to safety. Trees are blowing down everywhere. Taking our tents out, taking out our equipment. It's not safe. And they said, absolutely, get your stuff, let's go. So they actually backed their truck down the AT, down the trail, backed it down the trail to our campsite until they backed up against a berm where they couldn't go any further. We grabbed everything we could as quickly as we could, stuffed it in our packs, soaking wet in the downpouring rain and blowing wind, and we hightailed it to a local hotel where the power was out. No power, no running water. They graciously let us stay there. Of course, we had to still pay, but you know what? They didn't have to give us a room, but they did. So we were safe. National Weather Service did confirm, indeed, it was an F1 tornado that touched down right on top of our campsite. It was terrifying. And the reason for the lack of videos and the reason for lack of talking lately has been because we're still processing that. Every time the wind blows, we look up to the canopy and we watch in fear that it may be another tornado coming in, which we know statistically, I'm not even going to say it out loud, but you know, odds are probably not. But after experiencing that, it's terrifying. Words can't express how terrifying it can be. But we're still pushing on. We're still enduring. We're still loving every day of this experience as much as we can. And we're still trying to share our experience with you guys. And so if you notice lack of talking, lack of video for a few days this last week or so, we apologize, but that's the explanation. And I hope you guys understand. I'm sure you do. Being friends and family, you guys all want us to be safe. We would want the same for you guys, so you guys understand. But yeah, I just thought I would let you guys know we're good. We're still in good spirits, still putting smiles on our faces every day, you know, still telling ourselves every morning when we wake up, today is a very good day, just to have a good day all day long. All day long. And all day long, we're having good days. We have rough moments, but overall, man, the AT is an amazing experience. I still recommend it for anyone and everyone. Weather is weather. You can't control the weather. But no one died. No one got hurt except for Papa Smurf's tent. But it's just stuff. No one was injured physically. And we're all good now. So yeah, we'll get back to the video, drop all this serious stuff, and just keep having a good time.
The boulder.
The boulder.
Boulder Dash.
Gotta love this ridgeline walking. And that's not sarcasm, by the way. That's legit. Love the ridgelines. It sounded sarcastic, but it was not meant to be. It was meant to be serious. I love the ridgelines. Who? Yes, Damien. I mean, you know, I think I know you would love it up here. Your mom says so, I say so. Yeah, I think we know you pretty well. I mean, how cool is this? boulders and rocks. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's do that. What do you guys think? Perfect lunch spot?
Perfect lunch spot.
I think so. Like, yeah, you can't argue with that. Nature said sit, so we're gonna sit and enjoy our lunch.
Stopping for a little bit of lunch. I know the clouds above are dark, but it is hot and humid today, in case you can't tell by the dreaded hair right now, but it's okay. Here's Brent getting lunch for the day.
Putting our bedding system back away.
Doing what we gotta do to keep our fuel up, you know, yo.
Calories are important, yo.
Calories are important indeed. But we're gonna enjoy this view for lunch. We were gonna go all the way to the Continental Divide, where it meets up with the AT.
The Eastern Continental
Yeah, the Eastern Continental Divide, not to be confused with the Middle Continental Divide. And then look at this Yahoo.
This is Caboose, who's at the front of the train
Caboose,
today.
who should be called Engine instead of Caboose. But he's a cool cat. We like him, at least to his face. Wait till he turns his back on us and we'll tell you how we really feel. It's a good spot, yo, just to sit and enjoy the view. Yes, yes, indeed. But we're gonna enjoy our food, refuel, because I'm hungry, and I'm gonna go down there and get my water bottle in a minute, but I just don't feel like it right now. And it's a great day to be alive.
Yes, indeed.
I'm appreciative. And today is June 3rd, so it's one day prior to one of the greatest days of our life. One of them anyway, when our middle son, you know what it is, our middle son decided to come into our lives, screeching and screaming and hollering like a baby.
Like what he was, a
baby. A baby. And we just want to say I love you and I miss you. And I know you wouldn't enjoy it out here, but I don't know. I think maybe you might.
You would enjoy the views. You wouldn't enjoy the climb or the work to get here. But we did it for you tomorrow.
You'd enjoy the views. So happy pre-birthday. And tomorrow I hope we have signal so that we can call you and wish you a happy birthday. Yeah. Enjoy. Have a drink on us. We love you. Smooches.
We just walked on all this rock, getting out into this nice cool greenery. Some would call shrubbery. Giant milk thistles, so we know where there's milk thistle there will be monarchs.
There be monarchs up in here.
And we actually saw a big monarch butterfly yesterday, or no, day before yet. I don't know what day it was, but a few days ago, when we were eating the wild strawberries with Papa Smurf, his Smurf berries. You know that day. We saw a giant monarch butterfly right after seeing some of that milkweed. So who knows? Maybe now with this camera rolling, we won't see a monarch today. But if we do, we'll see what happens. How magical is this place?
The berries are starting to form.
The berries are starting to form on wild raspberries. And we know that because Papa Smurf told us so. Because he's from here. He's a Virginia boy. And if there's one thing that Smurfs know, it's berries. But no, Papa Smurf knows a lot more than just berries. He's a good guy. Back to the rock faces. Thank you, Vibram, for the superb grip that you provide in our tennis shoe soles for walking up this stuff. Amazing job, Vibram. Amazing job. And shout out to Motion Wool as well. Still rocking the Motion Wool socks. Best socks in the world. So review on those white socks that you saw me put on Max Patch. Yeah, I'll go ahead and review it now. Why not? So, I literally wore that same pair of socks that you saw me put on Max Patch way back when. At roughly mile 250-ish on the AT's mileage marker. And I wore those socks every single day. I would just take them off after a long day of hiking, hang them out to dry. Every morning I put them on without washing, mind you. And every day they felt like brand new socks going on my feet. I did wash them a total of 5, count it, 5 times. That's it. 3 times in cold water. 1 time you saw me washing them in the river outside of Hot Springs. Remember that video? Yeah, I was washing them in the river there. Then I washed them twice in a washing machine at hostels. And the other 2 times were in the cold water springs as we were gathering water. So I washed my socks 5 times, wore them every single day from Max Patch to Damascus for trail days. Where at trail days, we met up with the 3 representatives of the lovely people from Motion Wool that we met on day 1. Well, not day 1, but Max Patch Day. They gifted us these wonderful socks. We met them on day 2, no, it was day 1 of trail days. And they ran us down and gifted us these lovely socks we wear now. Ta-da. Also Motion Wool, alpaca, ta-da, merino. Ta-da. They say AT in bright colors just for us because we requested color. And on the toe of the sock, let me kick my shoe off to show you, we have white blazes. For daisies. Representing the white blazes that we see along the trail that I've showed you before. Along the trail of the AT. Let me put my sock on, or my shoe on, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so as I was saying, we wore them every day to Damascus, every single day without fail, until we met them and they gave us these new socks. I pulled them off my dirty socks off my foot in the middle of the trail days celebration to change my socks out to these brand new Motion Wools that they gave us, that I just showed you, that we're wearing now. That we've been wearing every day since. With the exception of a few days we do rotate in our white ones because, you know, they've been great socks. we like to kick it old school. But I'll show you the socks themselves in a bit, but you will see that they still look like brand new socks, other than the white's not as white anymore. But you try wearing a pair of socks for 30 days straight and see what they look like, which is what we did. And the socks, no blisters, no holes in the socks, no unusual wear in the sock. Every single day without washing, they still felt like a brand new sock.
These socks got rained on, got into water up to the knees practically. These socks were wet, but my feet on the inside, completely dry.
Her feet remained completely dry. She was wearing some Injinji toe socks underneath them on that particular day because it was chilly. And her Injinji toe socks remained dry, even though her motion wools got completely soaked.
Yep.
So, I mean, we're not paid by Motion Wool in any way other than we've gotten some nifty brand new socks for free of charge, just to try, just to review, just to let them know how we like them. But we're gonna do even better and let you know that Motion Wool, it is an alpaca merino blend sock. These socks are amazingly warm. They fit like an athletic sock, not like a traditional wool boot sock. They feel like any other athletic sock you get. They never get crusty. They never get loose or stretched out. They always feel like brand new socks. When you pull them on, they have that nice fluff on the inside. It's like a warm hug from Motion Wool. And Motion Wool, we feel the hug. And we thank you. We love your socks. We will never wear other socks however.
There are a lot of people asking for them.
Yes, a lot of people are asking for these socks, in particular Motion Wool.
The bright colors with the AT.
The bright colored AT socks that you distributed at Trail Days. If you happen to have more produced and say Harper's Ferry, I mean, that's the next spot that I can think of that every thru hiker that's still on trail is going to pass through and be super excited.
That's what they said too. They were like, if they can meet me in Harper's Ferry, I'll buy all their socks.
Yep.
You know, like I'll buy all the socks I need from them and throw away what I have now. Even people that have...
Don't say the brand name.
I'm not going to say the brand name, but another highly rated brand. Those people threw those socks away and went to Motion Wool.
Yes. So, Motion Wool, as we said, if you get more socks for Harper's Ferry, I guarantee, well, I won't guarantee because I'm not, whatever. We're just being told by other hikers who have seen our socks and who we have talked to about your glorious product. And they say if you happen to be in Harper's Ferry when they pass through, they would love to purchase your socks. Or if you want to trail magic them to them, that would be even more lovely, because, it's a gift that keeps on giving daily in these socks. But you have customers ready to buy these socks. The AT specific white blaze on the toes. AT thru hikers love them. We love them. If they're a limited edition, one time only run, then lucky us, because we have them and we love them. But I'm sure the other hikers who didn't get some would love something similar. If you change it a little bit, that's okay. Whatever you guys do, you guys are the sock people, you know what to do. But enough about that. We love the socks. We give them a 10 out of 5 because they're that amazing, because we have 10 toes, so we'll point up all 10 toes for Motion Wool. Oh, I'm sorry.
10 toes up.
10 toes
Salutations.
Do it again.
10 toes up. Salutations.
There you go. 10 toes up, Motion Wool. Keep them coming. People love them. People who haven't worn them yet will love them when they do. They already wish they had them. We love them. People keep asking for ours, but we're not willing to trade honey buns for these amazing socks. Nope. No amount of honey buns in the world will take our motion rules from us. Peace. Yes.